Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now for today, of course, lots more subjects are going to come through, of course, but today I'll be talking about calculations. And simply put, calculations themselves are a pretty big deal when it comes to handling a lot of different math equations, or at least solving for the particular sum that you're looking for. And now, what I would like to say real quick about that is the fact that sometimes what certain calculations tell us, depending on the type of calculator you actually own, whether if it's graphing calculator, or if it's a scientific calculator, or if it's just your standard mathematics calculator made by Texas Instruments, regardless of what model it is, regardless of what batteries it takes, regardless of the price tag, regardless of the protective case that you have for it, I do have a few calculators of my own, and they're all made by Texas Instruments. Probably one of the best innovators in the production of calculators. They're able to put in as much thought into creating mathematics, graphing, and scientific calculators of all sorts. And now, what I would like to imply about calculations as a whole, aside from what calculators you could probably use, is that regardless of what the subject is, mostly mathematics skills would pertain to both math and science, but in particular, because of how much I've gone through during all of my school years, and I just have to mention really quickly that all of this that I've gone through pretty much, it all comes down to the fact that I've really gotten through a lot. Schoolwork was all over the place. I had schoolwork no matter anywhere I turned. My school textbooks, of course, was always there when I needed. The textbook itself has had a lot of great ways to put it all together, as well as a bit of a calendar-based booklet that I would get from the high school themselves every school year. And what I could say for sure about the whole thing itself, based on calculations, before I conclude it, I would like to imply really quickly that calculations, of course, you probably could tell me a lot about what kind of calculations you had to use. There are certain math equations and scientific problems, of course, that would require calculations to be precise, but other times they wouldn't want you to use an actual calculator or even your smartphone to work on that. I don't really blame them. The no policy has definitely applied to a lot of different school districts in the Menominee Falls area, and maybe even the rest of the state itself of Wisconsin. But other than all that, I do hope that anyone who is still going to school does get to know the fact that, well, what I've gone through 2 years ago or more can hopefully be a life lesson to anyone out there, especially for those who have trouble with, figuring it all out on their own. Of course, I can solve a lot of problems on my own pretty dang well, actually. I've been able to do a lot of things on my own without the need for a calculator. My brain was just that powerful. But not everybody's is the same. That's the sad truth about it all. So, good luck to everyone out there in school. Of course, if schools are going to open back up for the next semester, this coming September, then of course we will expect some new things to come about. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.